smells like cow poop.
Especially at night in the summer, it just smells really, really bad.
The smell is just unbearable. Even if it's up to code, according to state standards, it is still a health risk. I mean, that's not going to stop that people are getting cancer and asthma and bronchitis and a bunch of other illnesses.
Residents in Avenal say their quality of life is being ruined by the disturbing smell and growing health concerns created by a landfill that helps the city reap big bucks. Residents signing a petition calling on the city council to shut down the dump. Avenal's mayor has been virtually silent to this point. And one person who's ready to break his silence, Avenal City Council member Alvaro Preciado. How are you, sir?
Fine.
Good to see you here.
You
I know that you guys haven't, as a city council, and even the mayor of Avenal, you guys haven't been talking about this too much with the landfill. You've been watching what's transpired over the last couple of weeks here. First, I think I want to know, and I think a lot of people want to know, everybody says there's a bad stench in Avenal from the landfill. Is that true?
At times, I believe there is, but also we do get some smells from far away, even from Harris Ranch, from dairies, because there's some complaints about smelling ammonia, and it was addressed that ammonia actually comes from dairies, not from the landfill. So there is a lot of concerns, complaints, and a lot of people that I talk to, they don't seem to sense the smell, but there's some people that at times they do smell it, and it's kind of hard to tell where it is actually coming from. We also do have a wastewater treatment plant kind of close by. It has a wind change direction. Sometimes we also get that smell coming into town.
Okay, so several things are contributing to the smell. You know, there's been a lot of public outbursts there in Avenal. They're wearing like surgical masks, and they have some stuff written on there as well. They're saying there's health concerns there, and the landfill is a health hazard. Is there anything in data to lead you to believe that is the case?
Right now, at this point, we're investigating. We're taking the community's concern very seriously. We're already working on a town hall meeting to answer all the questions. It's set up for February the 10th, after hours, 6 to 8 p.m. And we're asking the community to come forward and write down their questions so we can get the answers to them. And every single question will be answered at that meeting. We're also going to have many boards and enforcing agencies that are actually watching the landfill, county, state, and federal. So we're actually, I have requested a report from regulating agencies that have responded to complaints, and I'm trying to find out, you know, what did they find out? Were there any fines imposed? Are there any violations that can harm our community? So we're working on that very seriously.
You know, you decided to come on because I guess there was a perception maybe out in the public that you guys weren't talking too much, and you're kind of keeping things close to the vest a little bit. And maybe a lot of people thought that was because the landfill is known as a revenue source. 1 year, apparently, it made $750,000 for the city for the landfill, and it's been there for decades, correct? And there's a petition to have it removed. Could that happen?
Yes, there are many factors that can actually, you know, there's if that Cal Recycle can close the landfill, if they're one of the permitting agencies that control landfills. If they find out violations and actually violation, they can close it down. The city itself can close it down, I believe, because they're the property owners. But on the other side, we're also governed by the Air Pollution Control Board, who actually does respond to complaints. But I believe at the end, this is a decision that has to be made not by City Council, not just by the community, or not just for a group that is say shut the landfill. I believe we need to get into a dialogue, find the concerns, complaints, and address those complaints seriously with data, with facts. And believe me, we're in a position where we're not putting financial issues in front of public health.
Okay.
You know, that's one thing I want to make sure.
Now, you have some data in front of you, and I know those are some of the numbers that you've been talking about right now, but I know you're saying it's not a city council issue, but you personally, you're on the city council. How are you leaning on this situation?
Well, right now I'm not taking sides. I've been talking to community members to listen to their concerns, and I've been actually living in Avenal since 1975. Right now, I have 5 grandchildren, 7 years, 6 years, 4 years, 2 years, and even 4 months. So I am concerned also about their health. But at this time, I haven't found legal data, or I believe that the governing agencies have closed the landfill already if they were not meeting the requirements or there are any violations. But we're going to focus on that, and I believe our town hall meeting is going to answer a lot of questions.
Right.
The community itself is benefiting directly from revenue from the landfill. $132,000 go every year, so that fees for garbage doesn't go up. It haven't gone up since 2009, and up to this time, at one time it was the council was thinking about using that money in different departments. And I oppose to that because I believe that the community should benefit directly from revenues from the landfill, and that's been happening since 2009.
All right, we appreciate the time. Thank you for breaking your silence, Alvaro Preciado. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, up next, our panel returns. Should Avenal scrap their landfill? And a new media poll shows a very close race for Fresno mayor, but is it accurate? Next.